What's up, guys? Auto Fanatics. So you guys asked for a new drive video in the Alfa Romeo. I haven't done one in a while. So I'm up north checking out my other cars, and we're gonna strap the camera in. I'm gonna do a quick POV video on some of these back roads up here and just enjoy the car. It's a nice day, overcast, cool, and I haven't been up here in a while, so this should be a lot of fun. So stay tuned the rest of the video. If you guys wanna see a POV through some back roads up north without potholes, traffic, and speed bumps in the middle of the road, I think you guys are gonna enjoy this video. So hang tight and come along for the drive. All right, guys, so we're all set up. So you guys have been asking me for a while, hey, when are you gonna be doing another Alfa drive video? Well, I'm doing it now. I came up to come check out my other cars, and I got much better roads up here. It's one of my favorite roads, so let's whip through it, have some fun. Real sharp corner here. I tell you, this car, for me, is one of my favorite cars I've ever owned in my life because I can enjoy it 100% of the time, whether I'm going to the grocery store, whether I'm just cruising right now, whether I'm on the highway. And that's just what makes this car so amazing, is that I could enjoy it all the time, whereas some cars, you really can't enjoy it based on driving conditions, traffic. You just don't have enough space to open them up. But this is where you really enjoy this car, is on these back roads. You got different elevations, sweeping corners, blind spots, which you got to be careful for, like right here. But it's just an absolute blast. And you can upshift and downshift, keep it, you know, at a moderate speed. But you could enjoy the handling of the car, the braking, the downshifts and the pops of the engine. And it's just fun. It's just exhilarating. This is what you don't get in a lot of cars. You know, they keep soundproofing them and putting fake exhaust notes into the speaker system and all of that. But we're up in horse country now. There's a lot of horse farms up here. So some of these roads are actually all gravel. This one's paved. So right before the corner, drop it into gear, load up the suspension in the back, pull through. This car it's just so rewarding to get into a good car. It's got the motor, the suspension, the gearbox. Absolute blast. And I think I did a video on this road in the Quadrifoglio maybe 2 years ago. I don't remember. But the car is completely set up differently now. Pilot's 4S tires, KW DDC coilovers, proper alignment, lighter front rotors and pads, and oh man, cool. Now we're gonna loop this back. See all the gravel? It's all gravel, my God. There's a dirt road up there, dirt road up there. If I end up on one of those roads, kiss the paint goodbye. But, you know, I actually like, even though this is an automatic gearbox, the way they programmed the shifting algorithm, you get that snap of your neck, which I really like. And it reminds me of my old BMW E60 with the SMG. And I thought that added character to the car, like where today you get into a PDK or like a Ferrari gearbox and it's like bang, bang, bang. You don't even feel it. And I think feeling the gear shifts adds to the drama. It adds to the visceral experience of the car if you don't have a manual gearbox. And this car does that. Oh, we're going up. My God, this thing is a freaking blast. Nice overcast day. It cooled off today. It's like 60-something degrees. And this is where I enjoy this car. No potholes, no speed bumps in the middle of the road, just pure driving fun, no traffic. I tell you, it's like the biggest pleasure when you get a chance, if you live closer to the city like I do. I'm 12 minutes north of New York City. But when you can come up north, you really can enjoy your cars if you have the time. You know, that's really what it is. Just the drive getting up here is a little bit brutal with potholes and the traffic. It took well over an hour to come up here today. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I freaking love this car. Absolutely love this car. And I've been looking at cars. I'm like, oh, man, should I replace this? And, you know, a couple of times I thought about it, but I really think I would only replace this with like a 458 Italia Ferrari or maybe an F12, but those cars are like stupid money and just so hard to find a really good spec one right now. But cool, man, that was fun. So we're gonna loop over on the other side of town, and I'm gonna go on some other roads for you guys. We're gonna have some more fun today, so stay tuned. Check out the rest of the video. I'm pulling over right now to regroup. All right, let's rock and roll. So just another road on the other side of town I'm just gonna hit and just enjoy the car, because down by where I live, the construction and the road qualities is just so bad, and that's just what it is. It's funny, we had a car show a couple of nights back in our town, and a client of mine that watches the Auto Fanatic channel, his wife came up to me and said, Phil, you're nothing but a bad influence. My husband keeps buying cars and driving more recklessly. But I don't, promote driving recklessly. I just promote enjoying your car. But it's pretty funny. Apparently he got a ticket doing excessive speed on some back roads a little bit in our lower Westchester County, and it's not my fault. But yeah, you got to be careful. And like I said, I'm not driving the car too killer today. I tell you, for a V6 bi-turbo, this thing sounds really damn good. I tell you, with the Auto Fanatic stainless steel resonator delete kit, it really opens up the exhaust. No drone. It just sounds just right. Just what I needed. Oh, there's a speed bump right there. So, you know what? There's a time where there's a couple of these roads back here. I was driving the Shelby GT350R coming up to an event, and I didn't see the speed hump in the road, and I hit it at like 45 miles an hour, and the car went airborne. My head smashed into the roof, came down, and yeah, it was pretty brutal. So you definitely got to pay attention, because like I said, there's another one coming up, speed hump, so you got to see the sign. I wish they would paint these things yellow so you could actually see them, but you got to be careful with those, because you'll bottom out and wreck the car real easily. So like I said, as far as the mid-size sports sedan segment, the only car that I like to get my hands on, and you'll see on my channel, I have I posted an older video of the Cadillac ATS-V with the manual. Now they have what they call the CT4 Blackwing, which is the same car, just with some updates, and they redid the infotainment system and made the car a little bit better. I like to get my hands on one. My local dealer has one coming in with the manual. They had one with the automatic, and I did not want to drive the automatic. I'm not a fan of automatic gearboxes on some of those cars, just because I feel that the engine is just not mated well. The ATS-V was, I feel, the best car in this segment until the Alfa came out. So I want to get my hands on that CT4 Blackwing and hopefully do a video on it. So I'm just waiting for the dealer to call me when that car is going to come in. Oh, this thing is freaking amazing. But other than that, I don't think the new G80 M3 really is going to compare to this car. or the ATS-V or the CT4 Blackwing. I just think that it's just a little bit different, a little heavier, quieter, much more refined, of course, than the F80s. But I'm supposed to be doing a review on a G80 M3 as well, a local guy. We just haven't been able to hook up. And then, of course, whenever we have the free time, the weather is just never cooperating with constant rain for the last couple of months. So that'll be just fun to show you guys, you know, do some videos on comparable cars in the segment, because I don't know. I still think the Giulia Quadrifoglio is better looking than both the BMW and the Cadillac. And I just think the Cadillac name, the brand itself, it just doesn't excite me when I think Cadillac. And I had a bunch of CTS-Vs. Nothing against, you know, General Motors in that regard, but I don't get excited over Cadillac. Say, hey, I have a Cadillac. People are like, yippee. You know, really, you have to know about cars to know about those V series and these Blackwings, because for the most part, people just think you're driving like a, you know, generic GM or a Buick. But that's where, like, where the Alfa, it's got such a unique styling identity. Even the BMW, the G80, it doesn't look like any other car on the road. It has its own identity. I think Cadillac and GM is a little bit lost in their styling direction for quite a while. I kind of like the older styles better, where they kind of go with more modern, edgier style from like 2010 to 2017. Oh, nice Pontiac Firebird. But yeah, they're kind of going in a weird direction now, where like the CT5 Blackwing, which is the CTS-V replacement, I don't know, it's just such a big car, and I don't like the side profile of it. It just doesn't do it for me. So we're gonna get off this road, and then I'm gonna bounce back on another back road going towards some farms, and then we'll conclude the video. So just a little drive video, take you guys along. POV, camera's on my head, burning my forehead right now because it's so damn hot. And it's just fun. Just fun to just get out and enjoy the car. The camera's not bouncing around off my mounts on the seats. You know, when I shoot videos further south, the roads kind of shake everything around, and I have to go in there and correct everything with, you know, editing stabilization and cropping things out. And I don't really like doing that. I like just shooting stuff raw and on the fly. It just makes it a little bit more natural, like you guys are in the car with me. So stay tuned, I'll be back in a couple of minutes, and we'll wrap up this drive video. All right, so we're off on another road here, opposite of where we just were. And while I'm up here, I'm just enjoying the car. So I have to refuel shortly. So I'm just gonna get another little drive clip in, and then we'll conclude the POV drive video, June 2022. But always got to do that when you see an overpass, just to pop some more sound. So these roads are a little bit more narrower. Got a lot of farmlands up here. Horseland. Actually, this is not far from where Martha Stewart lives. I got some bumps over here. They didn't do a great job this winter, even up in the affluent areas of parts of the state. Down by where I am, it's destroyed. Those roads are never going to be fixed ever again. Not while I'm still living up here, I'll tell you that. So, see, they got the horse signs. So I'm not even like pushing the car. I'm just going through at a nice, moderate, comfortable pace. I'm enjoying the roads, the scenery. It's a nice day, and to me, this is therapy. This is my therapy. You know, I definitely enjoy this. If I could do this all day long and get like paid for it, I would be a professional car driver. But I wish. You see the roads get narrow. Yeah, I actually enjoy doing drive videos on days like today with the weather, with overcast. On a sunny day, no matter where I put the camera, it just blows out the front view. And I kind of like to give the representation of you guys like being in the car with me, you know? And sometimes with too much sun, it kind of ruins the video quality. And I don't know how to correct that with my camera gear or with editing. I've tried, and I'm not have not been successful doing so. So if you notice, I'm just downshifting and upshifting constantly between second and third gear, primarily for torque and for sound. I think if I left the car in like fourth or fifth gear and the car was quiet, you guys would probably be very bored and not enjoy the little drive. Here we go. So that's just what I like to do on these kind of roads. I just keep the car in the lower gear, and I'll just upshift and downshift more frequently, just to get some more sound. See, like right there, that 1 to 2 shift, and it snaps my neck. I really, really enjoy that. If that was smoother, I don't think I would enjoy it as much. I'll be honest with you. It would be too much like driving a video game. And that's what these dual clutches are today. They're so good. But I also think that, you know, having a little bit of that pause and that bang, that intermittent power delay, come through your body, that shock, I just think that just makes the car better. You know, for an enthusiast, but not for the guy that wants the most refinement. No, he's going to hate that. And that's kind of like where it is. You know, customers complain and they're constantly on the refinement path of making high-performance cars quieter, smoother, more fuel efficient. And, you know, they kind of like water things down, I think. You know, it kind of takes it away. I think the older stuff, this car's almost 4 years old, you know, it's at a good cusp of when things started changing. I think it's at a good area where the car still feels raw, still feels visceral, it's loud, it rattles, it's noisy. I don't know, that's what I love about it. You know, my 21 was so refined. My 21 QV, which I sold last year, it just felt too much like a German car. Not saying that's a bad thing. I think I just adapted to this one with the noises, the rattles, the quirks, you know, being that it's an earlier car. And I just think I enjoy it a little bit better. Fun. The way my car's set up, you could really feel the suspension load up with these coilovers in track mode and race mode. It feels completely different than stock. Much more confidence inspiring, especially in the back end, because the back end in this car, stock, you could lose it pretty easily. You can lose it like this too, but you have far more confidence with the lower ride height, stiffer and better shock tuning, and the custom wheel alignment where you've got a little bit more camber and play around with the toe settings. I just feel it makes a huge difference on this car. You know, I hear wind noise, I hear, you know, from the seat, I hear noise, but I don't know, that's just, this is my Alfa. This is what I love about it. It's not perfect in terms of refinement, but it's perfect for me. This is the most perfect high-performance sports sedan for my life. I just love it. There's nothing negative I can say about it. Yeah, I wish it didn't have brake-by-wire. That's one thing that I'll still say. I wish it had a hydraulically assisted braking system like a conventional car, but most manufacturers are switching that over, unfortunately. So you just got to get used to it and hope that as time goes on, they're going to get better at it. But oh, man, awesome. So, guys, I'm just going to wrap this up, and this is the end of the drive. I'm going to loop over around, get some lunch, and get some gas in the car. Thanks for watching. Stay subscribed to the channel. If you guys want to see any car videos on the content on the channel, or if you have a cool car and you're in the New York tri-state area, you want me to do a video on it, contact me. Please, there's not a lot of cars at the dealerships for me to get access to right now with the car shortages. So there's really nothing out there for me to drive. I call up, there's just nothing available. So if anybody out there has got a cool vehicle, high performance vehicle, or something you want to see on the channel, or something you'd be more interested in having me do a video on, please contact me. I'd love to set it up and do a video. Like I said, stay tuned to the channel for more content, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Saturday. Take care, guys.
stay with you if I'm choosing